What's up, guys? Welcome to Moms and Dads.
Hi.
So, we want to talk about something important tonight. We want to talk about parenting.
Oh, that was fish sticks.
It was played so many times.
It's catching up.
It's catching up. You're delayed. Our technical person on this side is telling us it's playing over and over and over and over and over. That's because there was a delay. There's always a delay. So we want to talk about something important, and that's called parenting. It's one thing that doesn't change once you have a child, you become a parent. Poof. Just like that. Your life changes completely.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Completely. So there's something I've been thought about all week on what to talk about, and parenting is one of those things. And one thing about parenting that I've noticed is there are literally as many people that are out there in the world. There's that many ways of raising children. Of course, everybody's got the right advice on what the right way is, and I'll tell you tonight, all that is wrong, and what we're about to say is the right way to do it.
You know what I like?
What?
How your mom never gives advice unless you ask. And then she still doesn't want to give advice because you're your own person and you need to parent your own way.
She just wants you to do your own thing.
Yep. But she gives amazing advice when you beg for her.
See that? I just parented. She was going to throw me some headphones, and I said, hey, you can just put it down. That's called parenting. You just how's it feel to be parented? French. So anyway, there are multiple styles of parenting. There's parents that are out there that just kind of want everything to be happy for their child. They'll do whatever it takes to make that child happy. Child screams in the store, just give them the dang toy to make them stop screaming.
You know the best video I've seen?
What's up?
Was on Facebook, recorded from a store, how this little brat kept running his buggy into the guy behind him. It was a little buggy, kept running it into this guy. And the guy turned around and said, stop, stop, stop. And the kid just kept pushing his buggy.
He has the mom.
Yeah.
You tell her that.
Can you
control your
and the
child?
mom's laughing, so the guy looks in the little kid's shopping cart,
See the
pulls up some milk, opens it up, and pours it on the kid's head. And the mom was like,
she was mortified.
how dare you?
She grabs the kid and storms out.
Should have told your kid, your little bratty little kid, to stop bumping the kid. I would have.
Well, here's the reality when it comes to kids. Your kids are going to embarrass the snot out of you when it comes to going to shopping.
Right today with Ethan.
They're going to
crackhead.
Yeah, where it's yeah. They're gonna literally embarrass you and say things. They're gonna do things and embarrass you. But your job, how you handle it, is as a parent, is how you're supposed to do it. And the key part is, the way I was raised. Of course, generations are different now. You got the millennials that do their own thing. You have the liberals that do their own thing. You have the conservatives that do their own thing. Everybody does their own thing. Doesn't matter what political stance you are. A parent is parent. And no, it does not take a village to raise a child. It takes two dedicated parents to raise a child. Now, that does not always happen. You don't always have the opportunity to have two people raising a child. And that is hard, and I get it. And my hat's off to every single parent that has to go on the role of two parts.
Well, seriously, I do like, though, that it does take a village to raise a child because, for instance...
See, I disagree with that.
Okay,
I will see what you're trying to say.
This is my thing, because when you were out of town, and Ethan was really, really, really sick, and he was in the hospital... Our friend Valerie came and literally took care of the kids.
Well, that's not raising a child.
Well, I know, but
that's someone stepping in to help you in the time of need.
I get it, but also, so for 2 days, she was, taking my place. Well, she didn't take the place of being my, parent.
Well, the kids knew what they needed to do.
Right.
They needed to do, so they did it. That's the difference. She was just there to be an adult to oversee the things, but she wasn't.
But she stepped in.
So
she's like,
it's
hey,
not a village. The village basically is when the term is said. The village takes a village to raise a child. That means that you're not the parent anymore. The whole village is in control of this child, and the whole village is in charge of what the well-being of that child. Right. That is totally incorrect.
But you have those really good friends who do step in and like, hey,
let me
help you.
And that's what I think a lot of single parents do. They have a great source of people out there that help them. Yeah, it's a support system. That's what that is. But the whole idea that it takes a whole village to raise a child is incorrect. I totally disagree with that. I think that we have lost. Jacob bumped it. Oh.
What'd you lose?
Oh.
He didn't bump it.
Let's fix the camera.
I'm watching the whole time.
Now you get to see. There we go. The camera shifted. We were just seeing my bald head.
But he didn't bump it. It was like that the whole time before Jacob got over there.
It shifted then.
Yeah.
Because it was up.
But it wasn't Jacob.
Okay, I just said it shifted.
Okay.
You see, I just got parented from a parent.
Well, because you were blaming.
I wasn't blaming. I was saying he may have bumped it. He bumped it. I was wrong.
But he didn't.
I got corrected. Once a parent, always a parent. You're not my mom. You got no control over me. Know your role, woman. You know what that role is? See, that's another thing. People need to understand the roles of men and women. First of all, women are better than men. No matter what you look at. No, wait, hold on.
Did you just hear how you talked to me?
I did. I'm about to set myself straight.
You better set. Yeah,
I said, know your role, woman. She is better than me. She is 1,000, 1,000,000,000% better than me. So her role is to be the queen. And as the queen, if you look at anything in life, the queens control everything. Mm-hmm. What's that? What's that movie?
My Big Fat Greek
Wedding says the man is the head of the household.
But it's the woman who controls
the woman's the neck, and she can control the head whichever way she wants it to go. Mm-hmm. That's exactly how that works. Anyway, back to parenting. So today I saw a prime example of bad parenting. Not on our part.
Oh, was it at the lake?
Yeah, it was a lake.
Oh my gosh. Okay, guys, we are at the lake and we're having fun.
Our
and
kids
my
are having
son,
fun. Things happen.
Jacob, is playing in the water, right? And there's this little kid on his
push pedal bike
to learn how to, balance bike, whatever. And Jacob splashes in the water, not even referring to this kid like he's playing with Ethan, his little brother, playing with him. What the heck? This guy comes up and goes, "Excuse me, can you apologize to my son?"
I know it was probably not I know it was probably an accident.
But now he's scared of the water.
But now my son's scared of the water. Okay, first of
all,
all,
your son splashed my son on his seat.
First of all, here's the deal. Get over it. No, just get over it.
No, seriously.
It's simple as this. That is if you're the type of parent who wants to make your child's life
the wind blew. My son's scared to go outside now.
You gotta stop it. Crap happens. Your kids are gonna scrape their knees. There's gonna be people that are gonna mistreat your child. Now, if they physically harm your child, that's a different story. But if someone says your child is ugly, dude, get over it. It is their opinion. You can't change that. You definitely should not go in and say, I expect an apology because
apologize to my
son. It's retarded.
My son was playing in the water with his brother.
If you don't,
what harm is that?
If we're in a public place and someone's playing with somebody and you're afraid of your child's feelings are going to get hurt, you know what? Toughen up. It's not about your child's feelings getting hurt. It's not about you being all nice and big and bad. And I'm going to correct this issue. These parents don't know what they're doing. You are doing wrong. You're being the bad parent.
Want to graze him?
No, I don't like grazing. I mean, the bad parenting comes in all levels. I mean, then you go to the extreme where you have parents who don't take an active role in their child's lives. And I've seen that too much. You see it at school. I mean, I have to say, when it comes to our kids, I can only pretty much talk about our kids. When it comes to our kids, when it comes to school, we will be teachers 100%. Except when we know that our child is in the right, then that's when we back up our child. First of all, teachers are not paid well enough. They're treated like garbage, and they're not paid well enough to do the job they do.
And they're not respected by
and they're not.
kids.
No, they're not respected at all. And that's because of the laws we have in school. But
the thing is if these parents knew how their kids treated these teachers, would those parents be okay with it, or is it how they're also treated at home?
That's probably also how they're treated at home, because parents don't care. We have a separation. You know what? Yes, I like to do things with my wife. I like to do things separate from my children with my wife. That's called date night. And if I could do it every day, I'd absolutely do it. But do I have to involve myself in my kids' lives? Absolutely. It has to be done. Nothing is free. Nothing's given there. It has to be done and taken care of. And people have to take care of their own kids. To all you school teachers, I want to tell you right now, I love you. I praise you.
Kudos to you, all of you.
But when you're at the wrong.
Oh, yeah.
And there's film, and because there's cameras throughout my kid's school, and they can see what's going on. And when you're at the wrong, and I know you're at the wrong,
we're gonna prove it.
I'm gonna prove it wrong. I'm going to put you in your place. Now, I will be the first to put my child in their place too. It's very simple. That's an easy thing. I can take care of my kid. If my kid does wrong, my kid's picking on somebody, my kid's being a bully, that ain't happening. That will be fixed. You agree?
I agree.
I mean, there's absolutely no reason to bully another kid. There's no reason for teachers to bully kids either, and that happens far too often also.
Right.
But your job as a parent is to take care of your child. It's not your neighbor's job.
No.
It's not, your daughter's job. It's your job. You had the kid. You did it. Now, single parents, don't know how you do it.
I praise you. Seriously, I will bow down to you anytime.
It's a miracle. I mean, they take both roles of husband and wife. I mean, that's where, we have it good because, I back her, she backs me, we take care of the issues, and it's done. You have to do it all yourself. I guess sometimes you could say that'd be easier, but you really don't have time to get away.
Or if they're working a full-time job and they go to school full-time and they come home and take care of their kids and they're going here and there and paying all the bills themselves, I seriously bow down to all of you. You know who else I bow down to? Military families. When your husband or wife is deployed overseas for months and months and months and months, I bow down to you.
The fact that you keep that in your whole life in check and be able to do all this, that is amazing. I know I've done my share of traveling, but it's still not the same.
When Dad was traveling, he would be gone for 6 to 8 weeks at a time, and I seriously would go crazy, and I don't know how you guys do it 18 to 24 months at a time, but seriously.
Bottom line is parent right. Parent what you know is best. You can ask all the advice from anybody, but the reality is what you right is right. Now if you're giving your kids drugs and alcohol and all that stuff, you're a bad parent.
Oh yeah.
I'll call you out.
Like that on Yahoo, parent arrested for buying teenage son and daughter pot and alcohol because they wanted it. Hey Dad, can you go buy me some pot and alcohol? Sure, we can do it together.
When I was 16, I wanted a 1964 and a half Mustang. There was one for sale. I found it. They only wanted $2,500 for this thing. I had $3,000 cash. I had the money to go get it. The car was in great shape. My parents, being the good parents that they are, would not let me have that car. Do you know why? Because it was not going to be a dependable car. I'd have to spend probably lots of money in keeping it going because it's an old car. 1964. That was back in 1990. What was I? 16? 95? I guess. No, 94. 1994, I think it was. Yeah. So I just shattered my daughter's dream. She really wants that kind of car. It ain't happening. Because I want my children to be able to drive a good, dependable car that will get them around, that will actually last a long time. And that's what my parents did. They made me go.
I just wanted to compete in gymnastics. That's all I did.
Yeah, that was you. I bought myself a little Honda Civic. It was a great car. I kept one car forever. Then I sold it, went on my mission from a church, and I had cash for. Well, I sold it for what I paid for it too. That's just funny. So.
Did you really?
Yeah, I bought it for $4,000 and I sold it for $4,000.
That's awesome.
And the night before they were supposed to bring me the check, someone broke into the car and stole the stereo out of it.
And you still sold it?
And they still took it. Tell me that's not our Heavenly Father. Well, that's 100% Heavenly Father intervening and say, you know what, it'll all work out. Yeah. And they still bought it from me. We told them how everything was and that it was done. So, bottom line though, be a good parent. Be involved in your kids' lives. Do what you're supposed to do. Don't go and correct other parents when they're having fun with their kids at the lake. That was us. Don't tell me how to parent. Don't tell my kids they need to go apologize to your pansy kid because you want his life to be perfect. You taught the wrong lesson there. You taught the lesson of, you know what? You demand everybody gives you apologies.
I'm offended. Will you apologize to me?
If we keep teaching this effect of I get offended, I expect an apology. You know what? There is no apologies in life unless it's someone really recognizes they did something wrong.
You know what else I don't apologize for?
What?
Being outspoken.
Well, no, there's nothing wrong with being outspoken.
I will tell you how it is, and if you don't like it, you shouldn't have asked me. I'm sorry. I'm not going to apologize for how I tell you how it is. I'm straightforward and honest. Does this make my butt look big? Heck yeah, it does. Better go.
I've done that before.
And I appreciate it.
I was afraid. One thing we've always done, which is kind of cool, as husband and wife, is if there's a booger hanging out of my nose, I want her to tell me. Same thing with her. Mm-hmm. And I'll do it not in a public way. If I see in public, I'll try.
He'll go booger.
Yeah, booger. You're got a nasty old booger in your nose. No.
Good. It's not Rocket.
You are from the South, aren't you? You just showed every Southern stereotype there is right there.
Right there.
Right there.
Right there. There it is.
So
Whoop,
anyway,
there it is.
parent right. Your kids are gonna be sad sometimes. Your kids are gonna be happy sometimes. But do the right thing and teach the right lessons. Don't teach that you're gonna demand to get apologies. Teach your child. Say, you know what? Stuff like this happens. Time to man up and go forward. And that can start at age 2. That can start at 8. That can start at birth. In reality,
Yeah.
that's how that works.
Yep.
So we go through Textbert. I don't know if you guys ever use Textbert, but there was a question on there the other day, so I'm going to answer this one question.
Okay.
It's simple.
Okay.
I'll let you answer how you think you should answer it.
Okay.
I'll try to remember one question there a week so we can tell you guys. This one was simple, and it was brought up. I think we may have talked about it before. This was another one. Someone asked me. It says, I really miss my ex, and I really want to get him back. What should I do?
I miss my ex.
That's the okay.
And I want to get him back. What should I do?
Yeah.
Move on. Bye bye. You're an ex for a reason. I mean, come on. I would never be like, oh my gosh, I miss my ex so much. What should I do? Why would you even put that out there on the internet? I miss my ex. I want to get him back. What should I do?
What do you think my response was?
Bye, Felicia.
What do you think my response was?
I don't know.
I said, they're your ex for a reason.
Oh, so yeah.
Yeah, basically what it is. Why would you even want to get back with your ex? You got dumped, or they dumped you for a reason. Get over it. Move forward. Find somebody else. Probably they were your ex because they treated you poorly. If you like being treated poorly, stay in the bad
What's
relationship.
that line? You don't like me? Okay, that's fine. Bye bye. I don't know. But how did that go?
Wow.
What the? Oh my gosh.
What, you thought somebody was sneaking into our house?
Okay, seriously, I just had a major heart attack. I was about to throw Devin's iPad or something across the room. I thought somebody.
Just tell me what it is.
What? I thought somebody was breaking into my house and just opened my front door. I about pooped my panties.
Comment below.
Well,
Tell us what you think. Tell us what we need to talk about. We're always looking for good ideas, and we'll answer your questions. And seriously, be part of it. We love you. You guys have a good day, and don't forget to comment and subscribe.
See ya. Say see ya.
see ya!